Hi, welcome to A Moment in Time with Taylor Moon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please check out the website femyoga.com. This channel is 100% funded by viewers just like you. So thanks so much for making this show possible. And thank you to our sponsors from the last 30 days. Hey Paranoias, you were the first comment of the broadcast. How are you doing, my friend? I tried to wave at you. This is what we get. That is how we wave here. Hello, Stephen. And we are reading a book by someone else named Stephen Siebold, and the book is called Secrets Self-Made Millionaires Teach Their Kids. It's a brand new book from 2018, and we did get permission to share this with you guys, and I highly encourage you to buy this book. It is so good. I like it just as much as Taylor does. Yes, Steve, this is the alter ego, Taylor Moon, with my meatball hair. Hi, Vine. You like my waving? You want my wave with other hand? Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up? Ooh, it's hot in here. It's hot in here, or is it just my waving? And my mouth. Why is my mouth not... Oh, hang on. Let me do a little... Okay. Maybe that'll be better. We'll see. Do I want to see your moon, Dub? I don't think so. Probably not. I'm going to pass. It's going to be a hard no. Hi, Anthony. Yes. Hi, Benji. Yes, Anthony. All right, ready? It's my clapping. We clap. Clapping with a serious face. I can't get the other hand involved anyway. Hi, Kyle. My day was good. How are you? You were the first comment of the broadcast on Twitch today. Congratulations. Shall we get into the book? I actually read some of this without you guys, as I tend to do. I read a new book every week, and if you'd like to try to keep up with me and my book reviews and summaries, I send out 3 free emails every year, which you can sign up for at the website, like I talked about, femyoga.com. I will send at least 16 per review, because it's at least 16 weeks between the reviews that I send out. Sorry, I'm reading comments. You're not seeing comments, Steven? I'm seeing it. Why does it never pick up the right movements? I don't know. I feel like flashes is pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. We all have our strengths, you know? I did an amazing handstand today in my real body. I mean, Taylor did. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Do you like my hair? All right. We're supposed to be reading this book. Let's move backwards. So... I don't actually remember exactly the last part of this that I shared with you guys, but let's just take a look. Let's see what we got. Okay. I read a lot of this just, I think, today. Let's see. No comments for Amanda either. What? Hey, Sir Zap. I see them, you guys. That's important. Hey, Connor. Have you guys tried leaving and coming back in? Is there some kind of glitching going on? Well, at least that'll be conducive for reading a lot of this book. Except I'm going to have to tell you guys what each other is saying. Thanks, Anthony. Easy, zebra. Easy. Easy, zebra. Okay. I don't know if we read this. Let's just start here. Chapter 68, The Masses Are Terrified. Talks about the importance of not making decisions based out of fear and not letting other people dictate your decisions just because they have fears. You see the comments? Oh, good, Fairy. Yay. Hi, Dante. Don't worry. Taylor's in good hands. I gave her the night off. I'm taking over. I'm the next content creator. You guys know, like, Sonam comes on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, I am Sonam's competition. How could she compete with this hair? I mean, Sonam has some good hair, let's be honest, though. Don't talk about my eyes. Leaving and coming back worked. Okay, that worked for Amanda, so if you can't see comments, guys, just boop, pop out, boop, pop back in, and we're going to read this book. Oh, you know what I really like about this book? At the end of every chapter, he recommends another book or documentary, some kind of additional resource. He calls it a millionaire resource. And I have been adding all the books that catch my eye onto my Goodreads list. So you can also follow me on Goodreads if you don't want to wait just for the 3 emails a year. You can follow me in real time at goodreads.com. goodreads.com/femyoga. And that's linked on the website too, femyoga.com. Yeah, I love that too, Amanda. It's awesome. Like the last one, he recommends a book by Larry Wilson called Play to Win. So. And then chapter 69 is called Never Stop Thinking. Thinking is the highest paid, hardest skill in the world. This is especially true as it relates to solving problems for which people will pay. Most attempted solutions won't work. Hi, John. I'm good. How are you? What's your name? P Meeks? Hi, P Meeks. Looks like a forest. I'm Taylor Moon, and this is Fem Yoga. We are live at least 3 hours every single day, and we use positivity and truth to help you reach your health, wealth, and relationship goals. Right now, we're focusing on our wealth goals. My skin is so perfect. You know, Justin, it's just, I woke up like this. Thanks for sharing this on Twitter and inviting your followers. Anthony, hi, P Meeks, how are you? Hi. Oh, I can't, I'm covering up my arm sensor here. Let's see. Hi. Hello. Hi. Oh, it's getting in my eyeballs. Hi. How many chapters does this book have? You know what? Each chapter is about a page or 2 pages. So I got a nice tan going on. Exactly, Connor. Thanks, P Meeks. Hi, Justin. I know, John. I don't know what's going on with the lazy eye, but it's not there. So I don't know, but I'm going with it. I'm happy. I feel like the mouth is a little off, but I don't want to mess with it because the eye is okay, at least okay. All right, let's see. How many chapters? Good question. There is 160 chapters. I'm using FaceRig. 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 And you can get it too. You can actually download the app for free on your phone. I think it's free. It's cheap. It's it's fun. Come on. This is fun. You can be a lot of different characters too, like a cat or a turkey or different like evil looking ladies and weird looking people. Okay, anyway, yeah, you can be lots of people and characters. Never stop thinking. And then the reading resource for this is actually Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand, which took us about 10 months to get through. It is a 1,069-page book. I remember that number well because we were aiming to hit it for so long. And that book was longer than it needed to be. I actually just did a review on that book on my Goodreads, which you can check out. If you want to learn about Ayn Rand's philosophy, which I think is highly, highly important to happy living, honestly, objective moral ethics, FaceRig. Yes, FaceRig, Anthony, exactly. Yeah, you can play with it too. Yay! You can use it on your periscopes. Whee! Where were we? Oh, I would recommend The Virtue of Selfishness. So here he's recommending Atlas Shrugged. I would actually say The Virtue of Selfishness is a much shorter, more concise, and clearer picture of her philosophy, and it's just a lot shorter and easier to get through. So, speaking of which, Anthony, have you finished reading that Virtue of Selfishness? He got it from his local library. Definitely recommend getting a library card, you guys. If you're not taking advantage of free books at your local library, you're messing up. It's like a test run. You can, oh, there goes the eye. You can go to the library, test out a book. If you like it and you want to keep it forever, then you can go to Amazon and buy it. And if you want to help out Fem Yoga with the things that you buy on Amazon, you can send me links to what you're trying to purchase. I can get back to you with Fem Yoga affiliate links, which is just another way to support the channel that doesn't cost you anything. But Amazon gives a little bit, so thanks, Jeff Bezos. Vine says there are 7 sins. I don't know that I believe in sins. Is that Vern? Vern, hi Vern. I am using FaceRig. Yeah. If you want to see the real me, you can go ahead and check out some of my replays. I am live for at least 3 hours every single day. And right now we just got to chapter 70 in this book, which is called Money is Good. Throughout your life, you're going to be exposed to a lot of inaccurate beliefs about money. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear more misinformation about money, success, and rich people than any other subject. You might be wondering how the masses claim to know so much about something in which they possess so little knowledge. Good question, and I wish I had the answer. The bottom line is that you're going to be bombarded by how bad money, wealthy, and rich people are. Don't believe it. Money is good. Being rich is even better. And rich people are among the most fascinating sentient beings I've ever met, or you'll ever meet. They earned their money honestly through ingenuity, thinking, and sacrifice, just as Adam Smith would have expected. And Adam Smith is the author of Wealth of Nations, which we read, I think it was earlier this year, or maybe it was late last year. Oh, yay, Anthony, that's so awesome. Can I give you money? Well, I mean, I could. Why should I? Kauai? Oh my gosh, edible girl. I want to go to Kauai. I went to the Big Island of Hawaii in August of 2017, and I am just looking for any excuse to get back there, honestly. You finished it 5 days ago? Yay! Anthony, are you on Goodreads? Do you have the Goodreads app, or do you go to goodreads.com? Just curious, because then we can follow each other on there, and I can see what you're reading, and you can see what I'm reading if you want. I'm broke, please. I need some money. What do you need money for? Why are you broke? What happened to the money that you earned from your working? Do you work? Let's get to know each other. I don't get girls, which is your username. You would rather have eternity? What now? Hi, Joker. How's it going? If you're not, they're saying if you're not familiar with Adam Smith, so he's explaining who that is. Here we go. Money is good because the abundance of it has the power to lift people out of poverty, raise the overall standard of living, and create opportunities that can't be offered any other way. Having money means the power to live life on your own terms. It means never being beholden to anyone for anything. It can even make the difference between life and death if you're sick and need cash for the cure. Is it true that some people abuse the power money gives them? Yes, but that has more to do with the character of the abuser than the power of money. Good people don't abuse, bully, or oppress others, no matter how much money they have. Money doesn't change people, it simply reveals their character. Hey, class and Adam. Hi, I'm Taylor Moon. This is Fem Yoga, and I broadcast live at least 3 hours every single day. But some of that, like earlier today, both of my broadcasts were exclusively on Periscope. So I get on Twitch sometimes, though, as much as I can. Anytime I broadcast from my computer, I'm on Twitch and Periscope. Occasionally on YouTube. Right now, we're on a little bit of a timeout with YouTube. We got our wrists slapped. But this is a channel where we use positivity and truth to help people to reach their health, wealth, and relationship goals. It is Face Rig, yes. Hi. And I know I missed a bunch. Miss Ziggy in the house. Hey, how are you, Miss Ziggy? Oh, yeah, Anthony. I know. I'm always, every time Anthony comes in, he's like, I'm here just to hang out and have a good time. And I'm like giving him homework every time. You got robbed and they took your credit card. Where did you get robbed? I want to hear the details about this. You're good, Joker? I'm glad. I'm glad you're good. So, what was I going to say here? Oh, Ziggy. Miss Ziggy got me the book called Traction off of my Amazon wish list by Gino Wickman. And yes, Ziggy, yes, I actually opened it on one of my broadcasts. I think it was it the Chicago one? Did I get that right after I got home from Chicago? I can't remember if it was that one. I know it was in one of my broadcasts. I got that. I got a letter from Anthony, and I had gotten something else too, and I unboxed them all during one of my broadcasts, and I don't remember exactly which one. But yeah, I got it, so I'm excited to start reading it. I have been motivated now to put a bunch more of the books from my to-be-read list on Goodreads onto my Amazon wish list. It's just that I already have such a long list I'm trying to get through with the books that I'm already currently is on my shelf. Tiki, hi! You like anime? I'm so glad. Yeah, I did get it, and I'm really, when I got it, I squealed with excitement. I was like, yes. Oh, I got that, and I got Dragonfly. I got that at the same time as Dragonfly by Robert Oliver, and we started reading that one last night. And that one and the one we're reading tonight have these nice, soft, like leathery feeling covers. They're nice, very nice, smooth like this. Smooth. Anyway, hi Tiki, how are you? Does it capture my eye movements? It does. Yeah, look, if I look over here, boom. If I look over here, huh? If I look up, boop. If I look down, when I look down, it kind of registers as eyes closed, but try to, yeah, it's hard to. My voice very much suits my avatar. I agree with that, Adam. Does it take any special camera requirements? No, it's just like a Snapchat or something. Like it requires nothing. You can get it actually as an app on your phone. This is the computer version, and they have, obviously the professional version if you're going to use it in a professional setting. Popcorn, did you send me super hearts? When did this happen? Why have my Streamlabs no work? Why you no work? Well, thank you for the super hearts, Karen. Sorry I missed that somehow. All right, back to the book. So we just talked about how money is actually good. Oh, good. Edible chalk. Oh my God, we had edible girl and edible chalk. I'm gonna eat everything. Ready? I ate everyone. Thank you. That was delicious. Oh, see, we have popcorn in the house. I'm eating everything. All of you. Now, what does it do if you roll your eyes backward? Well, I don't think the human body allows that to happen. So I can't test that for you, Adam. I apologize. I have failed you. How come I can't make a sad face? She's not registering my face really, or my expression's great tonight, but she doesn't have the lazy eye thing going on, so I don't want to refresh it. The name of the app, Beast Mode, is that Carl? Sorry, I'm laughing at Carl being called the Beast. It's called Face Rig. And I'm good, Joey. How are you doing? Oh, wait, let me say hi to you, Joey. Hello. Hi. There we go. Ooh, well, you said you were edible chalk, but it didn't taste edible. Pleh. Hi, Janae. Wait, let's say hi to Janae. Hi, Janae. Hi. Hello. Whoa. We got serious for a second. Okay. Hi, Ruby. Hi. Ruby. Hi. Ruby's the one that gave us the Dragonfly book I was just talking about. Are we supposed to be reading? Guys. Anthony, are we supposed to be reading? You don't taste like Smarties? Nope. No. Steven tasted good. Steven tasted like I'm going to be high in about an hour. I'm just kidding. He said, we talking edibles? What app is that? It's called Face Rig. A derpy quality. I know, Adam, seriously, I think my avatar is a little bit drunk. She's not my avatar, it's me. I need to start creating an actual character. I need to pretend like I'm not Taylor. I'm Taylor Moon. I'm a different person. And I wish that she was following my head a little bit better today. But it's okay. Reading, yes. Okay, yes. Chapter 71. I like this one, I think. Did I send this to the group chat? I don't know. Talk yourself up. Human beings are programmable, and the fastest way to train your brain for success is through persistent, positive self-talk. Come to Washington. Okay. Maybe August. I'm thinking about it. Tell yourself daily. I love this advice. This made me really, something about this just got me really energized and excited when I read it this morning. Tell yourself daily that you are smart, focused, and ambitious. Never be afraid to talk yourself into positive, proactive behaviors that you wish you exhibited, but in which you are currently falling short. And there's a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Dr. Shad Helmstetter. Yeah, we're reading. Hi, Hazardous. What are you watching? This is Fem Yoga. Welcome. We are live on this channel at least 3 hours every single day on Periscope and oftentimes on Twitch as well. Twitch requires my computer to broadcast to, so it takes a little bit more to get on here, but I do at least 21 hours a week on Periscope, which is like Twitter Live. And yeah, we have a good time here. We use positivity and truth to help people with reaching their health goals, their wealth goals, and their relationship goals. So using this kind of animated character hopefully gives you a little smile, a little laugh at the weird kind of laggy software glitches as I share some knowledge about wealth with you guys. And this is a book by Siebold called Secrets Self-Made Millionaires Teach Their Kids. It's a brand new book from 2018. And chapter 72 is called rich people are not always smarter. And I don't think a lot of people would probably argue that. I mean, maybe we think of that, but, oh, is this actually, maybe this, hang on, let me just see. Oh, yeah, this is true. Oh, yeah, no, let me read this. This is good. While there is certainly a percentage of rich people who are extraordinarily intelligent, most of them are no brighter than the average person struggling to make ends meet. Your school teachers, for example, are well-educated professionals of considerable intelligence, but most of them will never be rich. That doesn't mean they're not as smart as the millionaires in your hometown. Oh, good, Chalk, I'm glad. Yay, hazardous, yes! Yes, and these people here helped me to reach my wealth goals in the last 30 days. Thanks, guys. I love the last day of the month because I get to see exactly how the business is doing and see what kind of things we have planned for May. So I'm really excited. Let's see, it's technically the last day in New York. It's 1:15 in the morning here. I'm really excited. This broadcast, is it going by quickly? Oh, it's only been 20 minutes. Okay, phew. Whew, I feel like we got a lot to get through tonight. But we have time, so this is good. What were we saying? Oh, yeah, May is coming. And today, what's, Monday? Monday? It's Monday now? Can somebody check that? I think it's Monday. And we are going to be we're going to be doing Yoga Challenge Day 12. We're doing in the middle of a 30-day yoga challenge. And we'll likely be doing some other reading unless we get requests from our sponsors to do anything otherwise. So our sponsors are the people on this list, and they get to kind of pick which content we do from month to month and day to day, week to week. So Monday is kind of a free-for-all day. So let's see what we get into tomorrow. It'll be fun. Monday, check. Thank you, Package Man. Woohoo! To the rescue. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Getting rich is less about intellect and more about focusing on the accumulation of wealth. This is huge. Hi, Garcia. Hi, Garcia. And hi, Package Man. Hi. Today's your nephew's 8th birthday. Happy birthday, nephew! From Aunt Taylor and Uncle Anthony. And Aunt Taylor Moon as well. Oh, good. It's a pleasure to see you, too. Yes. This doesn't mean you shouldn't gather all of the education you can get. You should. The smarter you are, the easier life will be, regarding riches and everything else. Never deny the role that education, both general and specific, plays in the construction of a successful, fulfilling, happy life. This doesn't mean people who are smarter or more educated should intimidate you. Everyone has a unique set of talents they're born with and others that they develop, and neither makes them better than anyone else. Yay, Anthony, yes! The bottom line is to know the facts about the impact being smart has on getting rich. It makes success an easier road, but it's not the most important skill. Focusing on the accumulation of money is the golden ticket. And if you can accomplish that while doing something you love to do, you have won the ultimate prize. Chapter 73, do not delude yourself. Human beings are highly susceptible to self-delusion. The alcoholic deludes himself into believing that he has a disease instead of a horrible habit. The fat woman tells herself she is big-boned instead of an emotional eater. The broke person tells himself fate has frowned upon him instead of taking responsibility for his fiscal failure. Self-delusion can even extend beyond one's own psychology, as it did when a group of highly educated men flew airplanes into the Twin Towers, believing that killing innocent people would earn them heavenly rewards. Self-delusion even led Adolf Hitler to believe exterminating 6 million Jews was the right thing to do. Self-delusion can be local or global. The negative results minor or world-changing. The fact is, you're going to be surrounded by smart, educated, yet delusional people your entire life. People are emotional animals, and they use delusion to cope with the realities that they are too weak to handle. As a future self-made millionaire, this is not for you. Because you're human, you will be tempted to delude yourself, and like everyone else, you will sometimes fall prey to this low level of thinking. It's easy to do, but if you guard against it, you will live most of your life in a mental state of objective reality. You'll see yourself, your circumstances, and the world the way they really are, instead of the way you wish they were. This will give you an advantage over your competitors, especially as you become more and more successful. The trapdoor of self-delusion is easier to fall into when you're successful because you can afford its luxury. Always be on the lookout for the delusions of elevated self-importance, ego, and personal grandiosity. When you're rich, people will tell you how great you are, and if you start to believe them, it will lead to a fall. Good, bad, exciting, or terrifying, always live in objective reality, and you'll be far ahead of nearly everyone else in the world. And I love that so much. Yes, Anthony, this book is awesome, right? I think we're really going to like Traction too. I mean, I like Dragonfly. It's more of like a story you guys probably won't, I mean, depending on what your goals are, I think it's something that's kind of nice to listen to. If you like fiction books, I hope you guys do buy it to support someone who supports the channel, for sure. But this is one of those books we're reading right now that you want to just keep going back to over and over and see how much gold can we mine out of it from each section, each segment that we do here. Chapter 74, You Can Have It All. Yeah, I love it, Garcia. Shout out to Ed for getting us this book, South Jersey broker. And we do Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with him, where we talk about wealth goals and business as well. We talk about the 67 Steps program by Ty Lopez. The masses suffer from either-or syndrome. They believe if you succeed in one area of life that you have to settle for less in the others. And while success certainly requires sacrifice, it's usually possible to have it all. I define all as success, fulfillment, and happiness. These are the big three everyone wants, whether they know it or not. Success without fulfillment is hollow. Fulfillment without success is struggle. And success and fulfillment without happiness are worthless. Having it all means accomplishing these three things. And make no mistake, not only is it possible, but millions of people are living it every day. Now, to be clear, it's millions out of 7 billion people on the planet, half of which barely have access to food and clean water. But the proof is in the numbers of people who seem to have it all. The question is, if they can do it, why can't you? The answer is you can, but remember that you are going to be told the opposite by almost everyone. The truth is that very few people have ever even attempted it. The secret to having it all begins with knowing what you want in the first place, and while this seems easy, only a small percentage of people ever figure it out. Solving this mystery comes through sustained thought and introspection, which begins with asking yourself a series of emotional questions. The most important question is what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. Activities that give you a sense of purpose and emotional fulfillment are the highway on which happiness is paved. Once you determine the activities that make you happy, your next step is to find a way making a living doing it or something related. This is the hidden treasure of the rich. The masses think the rich are workaholics, but the truth is they would often do the work they're doing for free because they enjoy it so much. When it comes to forging the foundation of your fortune, this will be your initial task. So it's really, really important to get clear and focused on your goals, your intentions. What are you striving for? What are you working for? What are you living for? And we talked a lot about this in 2017 on the channel. Really, our focus was focus, getting clear on goals, setting goals, and kind of using visualization and visioning, daily refocusing, recalibrating, reminding yourself what's important. We talked about Eat That Frog, doing the hardest thing first every day, prioritization. We just read a book called Essentialism, I think just the end of last year. So we talked a lot about that. And then this year, once you have that focus, now in 2018, we've been really talking about overcoming fear, taking some risk, getting out there, not being afraid, not worrying about what people are going to think of us, and always be experimenting. I talk about the acronym ABE a lot, ABE, always be experimenting. Hey Mark, how's it going today? I'm going to take a little sip of water, if I can get a brief intermission here. Dun, 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 dun. Insert your favorite song here. That's good stuff. Shout out. I was going to say to Poland Spring, but really it's not even Poland Spring. It's just in a Poland Spring jug. Moving on. Hey, my bookmark just fell out. Crap. I don't know where we were. Let me get the bookmark. Okay. So, not sure where we were. I mean, I know where we were, but I don't know where I was, so let's just go. Chapter 75, Do or Die. Most people who dare to stake their claim are shocked to discover... Oh, hi. Oh, sorry. Hi, Mimi. Mimi man? Meme man. Hi. Hello, how are you? Most people who dare to stake their claim are shocked to discover that success is more difficult than they originally imagined. Their dreams of great wealth, recognition, and status are usually dashed during their first attempt at glory, and most of them never recover. Am I suggesting they disappear from the face of the earth? No. But for all intents and purposes, they disappear from the band of strivers and quietly slip back into the mediocrity of the masses. The pain and public embarrassment of their initial failure are too much to bear, so they bury their dreams and slink back to living a normal life where they can comfortably and anonymously live without risk. As a future millionaire, this is not the life for you. Once you decide on the career or business that will serve as a foundation for your fortune, you must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. In other words, you have to be able to thrive in an environment of uncertainty for extended periods of time. The odds are that your first attempts will fail, but remember that most millionaires build their fortunes on what they learn from past failures. You must approach your work with a do-or-die mentality that refuses to surrender. Financial success is a zero-sum game, in that you either win or lose. In other words, you either have more money than you need or you don't. There is no in-between. The masses reject this idea, which is one of the many reasons they lose at the money game. Like all great goals, getting rich will require your full attention and commitment. It's not a hobby or a toy to be played with. It's more of a war that must be won. Aw, thank you, Pyro. Appreciate that. So I kind of zone out on comments when I get in the zone there, so... I'll scroll back through Periscope when something pops up. And there's a great book. I'm actually wanting to put this on my Amazon wish list. It's called The Art of Persistence by Michael Stawicki. The Art of Persistence by Michael Stawicki. And chapter 76 is called Associate with Winners. The world consists of two groups, the winners and the wannabes. 10 years ago, you would have said no way, but today you're more courageous. Good, Anthony. Yeah, as we get older, we realize that life is so short, and there's no time to be afraid. There's no time to be afraid and then have regrets later on. It's better to just make a fool of ourselves now and look back and kind of laugh at ourselves and hopefully be proud of the future that we built. All right. So the winners and the wannabes. The winners get what they want out of life, and the wannabes sit around wondering how they did it. Statistics show that the winners aren't any smarter than the wannabes, but they are certainly more driven and mentally tough. We just did a broadcast about mental toughness the other night, if you want to check out that replay. Hi, babe. Deep. Yeah, it is. I love this book. My husband likes this book too, you guys. I'm animated right now.
I see that.
Yeah. Deep down, the wannabes long to have the life of the winners, but they stop short of taking action because of the fear-based mentality that guides them. This is a fact of life the masses don't like to talk about, and I don't blame them. I mean, who would want to go through life knowing they had what it took to succeed, but lacked the guts to go for it? So instead of staring objective reality straight in the eyes, they delude themselves by making excuses. This is why it's crucial that you associate with winners that are actively pursuing their goals and dreams. It doesn't mean they have to be successful, it just means they have to be pursuing success the way all champions do, with determination, courage, and a world-class work ethic. These associations should start in school at the youngest possible age. Well, this is a book for kids, so wherever you're at, it's time. It's time to start hanging out with winners. As you get older, you'll discover how the winners influenced you and became a critical component of your success. Doo-doo-doo. So look for winning type characteristics of a winner when you're looking for mentors, friends, mates, employees, employers. Hi, Chewy. How are you? Hi. Where's my hand, Chewy? Chewy, where's my hand? Oh, ah, hi. Ooh, ah, hi. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah, hi. How's it going? How's everybody doing? How are we feeling tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How are we feeling tonight? It's 1:30 in the morning here in upstate New York. We have been going on this broadcast about 36 minutes, and we plan to go 1 hour, 19 minutes. So sit back, relax, and let me read you to sleep as we fill your mind with dreams of wealth and prosperity. Hello there, David. How are you? Are you back home safe? Hope all the travels were smooth, undelayed, and pleasant, with nice free snacks and beverages and nice conversation with the people that sit next to you. Anyway, hi, Woody. Okay, chapter 77. You can be spiritual and rich. Cool. I'm gonna go to chapter 78. Always do what's right. I honestly don't think we even need to read that. Come on, guys. Moral ethics. This is a book for kids, so they need a little bit more moral guidance. I think my audience is mostly adults, and if I have to sit here and tell you why you should always do the right thing, why it's important to be moral, you probably never watched any of my broadcasts before, and I've already talked so much about objectivist ethics, morals, and how reason and using your brain, logic, is really the highest moral calling of human beings in my mind. But I also am open to the idea that I could be biased because intellect is a strength of mine, and I might take it for granted. Okay? Virtual reality, pretty much, Woody. Is that how we do it? It's face rig. I think, would you call it virtual reality? I think it would be like augmented reality. No, I guess maybe it's virtual reality. I'm not sure. I don't have any kind of headset on or anything. It's just software. Hey. Okay. Chapter 79, reframe past experiences. This is something that is so vital to me in the friendships and business partnerships that I choose, people that I talk about my business with. It's really helpful for me to have someone who's good with reframing. I use reframing a lot with my coaching clients, and I benefit a lot from my coaches, mentors, and associates when they help me to reframe my, reframe. It's like a different way of looking at what you're looking at, a different perspective, looking at something through a different lens or with a different frame. The way you feel about yourself, the world, and life in general will largely be dictated by the way you frame past experiences. So it's important to just basically frame everything as positively as possible. We talk about positivity a lot on this channel. We've learned through studying positive psychology that it takes, on average, about 3 positive experiences for every 1 negative experience that each individual has in order to be on a positive upward spiral towards success, happiness, fulfillment, and goal attainment in their life, as opposed to letting negativity kind of pull you down into depression, anxiety, despair, and on that negative downward spiral. It's too much, Shadow? Well, follow me anyway, because I don't do this all the time. Yeah, it is face rig. You got it. You love Miku? What does that mean? Miku? Is that what this character's real name is? Positivity is key. Anthony's feeling it. Anthony's with me. We're on the same page. I'm liking it. Woody's got the cat eye emoji. Hey, Ruby's still here. Hey. What up? Okay. So reframe. Okay? Reframe. The more you complain, the less you accomplish. So true. Yeah. So I find that with my successful friends too. Like if I complain about something that happened, like, oh, I had to go out in the snow, and then I got to the place and the person wasn't even there. She forgot to tell me that she had to cancel today, so I drove all the way out there for and then somebody's like, they'll be like, oh, reframe, at least, or, well, actually, this isn't exactly the kind of example. That's how someone can help me. But if I have a friend and they're complaining about something, so let's just say it was me complaining to someone else, then I would be like, but on the bright side, at least it was near, my cousin's house, so I was able to swing by and see her and hang out with her for a while. And there's this little park I wanted to check out over there, so since I wasn't working past sunset, I was able to go check that out. It's kind of like you're already talking yourself off the cliff. Like, that it's only going to be beneficial to you to be positive and focus on the silver linings. So even though you have that normal human instinct to vent and be frustrated with things, you don't even need somebody to tell you to reframe it. It just becomes a habit that you realize that you're looking at it in a more negative way than you have to. And is there some kind of silver lining to this that we can focus on? And there almost always is. There almost always is. I love the name of this chapter, number 80. Oh, and the book for reframing is called Reframing, Neuro-Linguistic Programming and the Transformation of Meaning by Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Yes, thank you, Anthony. Music to my ears when someone tells me that I am right. Hey there, Damon. All right, so chapter 80. Love this title so much. The title of this chapter is Feed Your Vision and Starve Your Fear. Your mental energy is a finite source of power of which you have complete control. Where you choose to direct it and how intensely you focus it will determine 90% of your success. The masses squander their mental energy on trivial matters such as entertainment, sports, parties, alcohol, drugs, etc. The focus of their psychological power is divided among so many things that it's barely enough to live a mediocre existence. And by the end of the day, fatigue sets in and there's only enough energy to finish mundane tasks and sleep. This is a formula for losing. Instead, decide on the one major goal that will help you most during the day, and then focus the majority of your mental energy towards that. Champions refuse to waste their precious mental energy on fear-based thinking or worry. The great ones are famous for being laser-focused on their ultimate vision and the day-to-day steps necessary to make it a reality. There's an old saying that supports this strategy. Feed your vision and starve your fear. The more you focus your thinking on something, the more it grows and the stronger it gets. Winners develop a healthy obsession with their goals and dreams, and this is one of the secrets of their success. Does this mean you should avoid thinking about fun, entertainment, and relaxing activities outside of your vision? No, as a matter of fact, you should devote a small part of each day to mindless relaxation and fun. This will help you lead a more balanced life and prevent you from burning out. I call this the 90-10 formula. 90% of your waking hours should be invested in the active pursuit of your dreams, and the remaining 10% should be spent on hobbies, sports, or any other form of healthy entertainment. If you're awake 16 hours per day, then you have 1.6 hours every day to goof off. The remaining 14.4 hours of laser focus will make you a champion. Jacovander, Boo Boo, hello? Garcia with the sparkles, I like it. Oh, I'm not even going to try to read that one. Feed your vision, starve your fear. There it is. You nailed it. And again, if you guys want to tag the author, his Twitter handle is in the broadcast title on Periscope, @Siebold, Siebold. He is the author if you want to take any quotes from the book and credit them to him. I'm sure he would love to get the exposure for the book. Chapter 81. This is really, really great advice for me. This is something I've always struggled with. I'm a big talker, not a great listener, so let's focus on this chapter together. Learn to listen. The most successful people in society are usually the best listeners. This is due primarily to the fact that success and solid relationships go together, and strong listening skills forge healthy relationships. In a world overrun by communication technology, active listening skills are becoming rare. Over 50% of the people who visit professional therapists cite their reason as simply having someone to listen. As you're going through school, you don't hear much debate about the importance of listening. Everyone seems to agree. The problem is only a tiny percentage of people are actually practicing it. This is because active listening requires discipline, patience, and understanding. While most people are listening to others, they're thinking of what they're going to say next. World-class listeners do not do this. They stay in the moment and attempt to feel the emotion being expressed beyond the words. They listen to others as if they were the most important people in the world, and this is obvious to the person speaking. It takes discipline not to jump in when you're listening to someone talk, and it takes patience to listen when someone is speaking at length about something you're not interested in. But perhaps the most difficult piece of the active listening puzzle lies in the effort to understand what's being said, both explicitly and implicitly. When people feel understood, an emotional bond is created, and it launches the relationship to a higher level. The more healthy relationships you build, the more successful you will be. Being a great listener might be the single most important skill you can possess. Practice listening to friends, family, coaches, anyone else you encounter, and in a short period of time, you will have built another $1 million habit. Interesting. So actually, I think I might have been on that book, or on this chapter. I think I was. So I am going to put this book recommendation on my Goodreads list right now, which is called Just Listen. Discover the Secret to Getting Through to Absolutely Anyone by Mark Goulston, MD. Be skeptical, but learn to listen. Yeah, Ruby, that's true. You know, you can only learn from like one out of, well, not learn. You can learn from everyone, but you should only listen to the advice of about 1 out of every 100 people. Anthony says, I'm in. Yes! I love it. All right, let's put that on the reading list. Reading list. Dun, dun. Goodreads. Again, you can follow my bookshelves at goodreads.com/femyoga if you like. And I am going to click on in here. And I already forgot the name of it because I'm not good at listening to myself. It's called Just Listen. Discover the secret to getting through to anyone. Okay, just listen. Here it is. Discover the secret to getting through to absolutely anyone by Mark Galston. Boom, it's on the list. What's next? That is the 5th agreement. Be skeptical, but learn to listen. Ah, the 5th agreement. Nice. Okay, chapter 82, Master Time Management. For me, my favorite book that taught me how to really do this well was Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Highly, highly, highly recommend that book. It really helps you to prioritize your days every single day and put them in perspective. And also, it can just kind of, it shows you where you're wasting time. Linda, listen. Linda. Sorry, I had to readjust my positioning here. One of your goals as a future self-made millionaire should be to become a master of managing your time. The masses waste much of their time on activities with little benefit, mostly involving entertainment and pleasure. Their focus is on taking the path of least resistance, and most of them reach the end of their lives with little success to show. This is not due to a lack of talent, but a lack of effectively managing their time and energy towards activities that foster success. This is especially true as it relates to money. The masses love to spend and hate to save, while the rich hate to spend and love to save. That's like me. Is it any wonder that the rich get richer and the masses struggle? It's actually quite predictable. The way to master time management is through practice. What? This kind of seemed like a whole different idea. Start now while you're in school, which again is not really for us. The average student procrastinates. Always do the most important, difficult, and beneficial tasks first. The second one's second, the third one's third, and so on. It's a simple strategy, but only a small percentage of the population follows it. The reason is that it's easier to do the simple jobs first, and there's even the possibility that you'll run out of time and never complete the most beneficial projects. When it comes to making money, always do the most potentially profitable tasks first, and try to delegate the least profitable. This one kindergarten strategy will help make you rich. And there's a book called 15 Secrets Successful People Know About Time Management. So I'm going to add that to my reading list. And then I'm going to tell you the system that I learned from Eat That Frog so that you guys can procrastinate too. Just kidding. I mean, so that you guys can boost your productivity and decrease your procrastination and put procrastination to bed. Or you can creatively procrastinate, which is a term from that book, Eat That Frog, or the term my husband invented, procrastiduction. Productive procrastination. Procrastiduction. Damon says, I'm a musician and eventually want to share my music. How do I monetize my content? What do you mean, on Periscope? Superheart's default to being on, I believe. So I actually wrote a book called How to Make Money on Periscope, which you can buy for $20 on my website, femyoga.com, by clicking shop. I am one of the most, if not the most profitable channel on the entire platform on Periscope, at least in the English-speaking community that I'm aware of. So I can definitely help you monetize if you'd like to. But it's not easy. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of hard work. The idea, a lot of people have the desire to, have a successful monetized channel, but very few people are willing to put the necessary amount of work into getting that done. So I'm going to look up these 15 secrets successful people know about time management. The productivity habits of 7 billionaires, 13 Olympic athletes, 29 straight-A students, and 239 entrepreneurs by Kevin Kruse. So I'm putting that on my list now. Oops, almost clicked a Starbucks ad. There we go. Buy your Starbucks, everyone. And now I'll give you the quick rundown. Step 1, write down a list of every single thing you have to do today. You can do today. You can do it right now. I'm not going to wait for you to do that part, but you can pause the video if you're watching the replay, and you can come back and watch this if you lose your spot. But it's pretty straightforward. I'll repeat it a couple times. Make a list of every single thing that you have to do today. Once that's complete, you're going to go down your list and you're going to put a letter, A through E, next to each item. And I'm going to tell you what each of those letters represents. So A is your most important, most vital, top importance tasks. These are the things that must be done today. If humanly possible, this has to be done today. It would have been better if it was done yesterday. This is something that's like, holy crap, really, really needs to get done. Hugely important. A B-level task would be something that should get done, but doesn't really have to be done today. It's, it's second priority. It should get done. It needs to get done eventually, but it doesn't really have to be done immediately. There are, the immediate tasks that are basically overdue, things that need to be done today, and there's things that could potentially be done tomorrow. Everything's always nice if we can do it today, but let's be honest, guys, we can't do everything today. You can do one important thing every single day, but you can't do everything every day. You can't do everything any day. You always have to choose certain items off your list that aren't going to get done. If you think of every single thing you could do every single day, there's plenty of things that get left for tomorrow. So A means it's really important, needs to be done today. B means that it's important, but it doesn't need to be done today. C means it would be nice if that got done. These are like your experiments a little bit. This is where you get into Abe territory. Always be experimenting. This is like, oh yeah, we could try that. Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, if we, like I was just saying, putting books on my Amazon wish list. That's not even really a B task. It's something that, yeah, it would be nice, but I have like 15 books I'm working my way through, so technically I have months until that really becomes even a B task, so that's definitely a C task. It's something that it would be nice, but it's not even something I would call important, especially considering that as long as I'm hitting my financial goals, I can buy the books that I'd like to read without even having to wait for them to come off my wish list. I just know you guys like to have a multitude of options to support the channel, so I'll make sure to get them on there. I won't wait months to do it. And then we get to the letter D. D stands for delegate. So D and E are both easy because they stand for the word that they represent. So D is delegate. These are items that someone else should be doing. There's really no reason that you should be doing this. This is something that falls under someone else's job description, or it just makes more sense for them to do it. They're better at it. They're quicker at it than you are. Or maybe there's something that you could trade off, like even a spouse. Maybe, like for me. Oh, hey, Asha. Hi, 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 hi. Let's wave to Asha. Everybody wave to Asha. Hi, Asha. Hi. Hi, Asha. Asha, 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 Asha. Uh, so with your spout, like for me, bringing the vacuum cleaner up and down the stairs is kind of a pain. We have like this two-part vacuum cleaner. You know, it has like the push part, but then you have like the actual motor. So it's two pieces. I'm a really small person. The vacuum's about the same size as me. It's not a great match for my skills. So that's something I could potentially delegate to my husband. And I could even pay him a small amount of money, you know, however much it would be for a house cleaner, say like $25 an hour or something like that. Or I could offer to do something that I know that he doesn't particularly care to do. Or offer, you know, one time, hey, if you vacuum for me today, I'll do the groceries, or something that he would normally do, you know, whatever it may be. Just an example. So it doesn't have to, this doesn't always have to be for business owners. I want to make sure that you guys know you can do this even if you're a stay-at-home mom. You can still prioritize your tasks and make sure that you're living a really powerful, wildly successful life that's full of focus and clarity, which is really the key to knowing when you reach your goals. I mean, how are you going to know if you're happy if you don't even really know what would make you happy, you know? You know? Okay. And then finally, E stands for eliminate. Hi, Meetin. This is called face rig, FACERIG. So eliminate are the tasks that no one should be doing, and it's a complete waste of your time. So for example, if you were going to write down every single thing that you had to do today, do you know what should be on that list? Watching TV, if that's what you do. You know, so I know some people, you smoke weed a lot part of the day. You make sure that's on the list, because you'll be looking at that and you'll realize, really, where does this fall? Is that something really important needs to be done today? Is that something that needs to be done but maybe not today? Is it something that would be nice? Is it something you should delegate? Is it something you should eliminate? So again, A is very vital, very important, must be done today. B is it's important, but it doesn't have to be done immediately. You got a little bit of time on it. C means it would be nice to be done, but it's a long way off before it's really important, and it could potentially never really be done. It's just something that would be nice. D means that you're going to delegate that to somebody else, or you could delegate it. Even if you can't delegate it right now, at least you can realize when something's kind of a waste of your energy and time and efforts, and you can keep an eye out for someone to delegate it to in the future. And if you are a business owner, you could create a position for someone that you could then hire once you're clear on what that position entails. Asha, are you going to get fired because you're watching Periscope instead of going to work? You're going to have to come work for me, girlfriend. And trust me, you don't want that. I'm just kidding. Taylor Moon's so crazy and maniacal. All right, where were we? C means it would be nice. D, delegate. And then E is eliminate. It shouldn't be getting done. There's no reason. There's no purpose. Take it off the list. Even if you just take it off the list one day. If for one day you decide, I'm not going to watch any TV today, or if one day you decide, I'm not going to smoke any weed today, or whatever it might be for you that's kind of like a questionable expenditure of your short time here on this earth, and see how it feels. See if you really think it's vitally important. Maybe it's more important than you think. Maybe it's an A task for you. Maybe without watching some TV, you completely shut down and sleep for 24 hours. I mean, what do I know? Hey, Razor. Is it wrong that you're playing video games right now? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Because that's pretty impressive. It's better than just playing video games. Oh, thanks, clinician. So the reason I'm animated right now is because one of my platinum level sponsors requested that I do this content. So if you would rather out support them, you would go over to femyoga.com, click support, and if you send $100 or more, you get a scope of your choice. So you can pick what you want, or you can just stick around. I do 3 hours of live content every single day, and the vast majority is not animated. So can't please all the people all the time, right? Yeah, it is cool. We have about 20 minutes to go. So that is the system, the A through E system that I learned to prioritize and become a master of my time. Again, the book that I got that from is called Eat That Frog. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I know it's a gross name, but I promise it's an excellent book. I've read it at least twice. I plan to reread it every couple years or so, and it changed the way I run my whole business. And it really, I mean, I found it before I even ran my own business when I worked elsewhere, and it made me really stand out from the pack as far as how serious I took my job and how well I prioritized my tasks. Because I had a job where the workload was more than one person could handle, so I had to prioritize and I had to be clear, and I made sure that the most important things got done every single day, and it kept things from going by the wayside. Like for a couple days, you know, checking your email might be, you know, like it's a B task, it's not A. But after maybe 3 days of not checking it, it becomes an A task. It's like, okay, I can't put this off anymore. I haven't even looked at my email in 3 days. I need to look at my email. That's just one example from my past job. So I haven't really been using this prioritization in my daily tasks for Fem Yoga, but you know, I should definitely practice what I preach and have a little taste of my own medicine. I do use it on my goals now, though, so that I can focus on what goals are most important and short term that I need to stay focused on. And other than that, I haven't really been doing the tasks themselves, but I totally should, because I have so many ideas for this business, and I really, if I prioritize them, I think I could execute a lot more effectively. Yeah, I don't know, Anthony. How do you feel about that 90-10 rule that he said? I was going to kind of gloss over that. Yeah, see, the clinician says he has to check his email daily, and that's what my old boss kind of expected. They were taken aback when I wouldn't check my email for about 2 days. But every single person that was emailing me had my direct line, and I was there full time. So if they needed something urgently, they could call me at any time. So I checked my voicemails every single day. But as far if someone sent me an email, to me that's not a same day urgency kind of method of communication in that role. Now I have my phone permanently on silent. I don't give my phone number out, and if my phone rings, I do not answer it. No matter who it is, I don't answer my phone. So it's, you know, everybody runs their business differently, and everyone has different values and how they want to run things. But that's just kind of some examples from my past and present. Hi, Coda. 90-10 would be a good day, but each day is different. Yeah, Ruby, I know 90-10 seems extreme to me. Now, this is a book about self-made millionaires. Personally, my goal is not to be, how do we define millionaire? I'm thinking a millionaire is someone who's grossing or even potentially netting $1 million a year. Not someone whose net worth is $1 million, or you've earned $1 million throughout your life. I mean, my goal really doesn't have anything to do with $1 million. Right now, my financial goal is to generate 6 figures a year. That's like my long-term financial goal. If I can generate 6 figures a year, I can't imagine needing more than that. Once you get there, it's easier to think bigger. But for me, that's what I'm focused on. So maybe to be a millionaire, you do have to devote 90% of your waking time to that goal. For me, I'm hoping that true balance, 50-50, is a real attainable goal. That I could spend 8 hours focused on my goals and working, and 8 hours of play and fun and relaxation, creativity, leisure, enjoyment, travel. You know, I think that would be amazing, because it's so much. 8 hours is so much. It's like I couldn't watch 8 hours of movies, or, I'm going to probably want to work more than that 8 hours, but that's because I love my work. You know what I'm saying? So for me, 90% seems like a lot. To have less than 2 hours of downtime the entire day just seems meh. Yeah, this is your downtime. Anthony, that's always confusing to me too. Like watching Periscope in the beginning was so definitely downtime, leisure time. But now even then, it was always a business tool. So I'm looking at what it's like from the viewer's point of view. I'm networking with other broadcasters. I'm supporting other broadcasters, but also they might support me. And I'm seeing other people in the broadcast. So in a way, I'm doing some kind of marketing. It's really strange when it's my business also. It's like this weird overlap of work and play and work and play and work and play and work and play, and where does it begin, where does it end, and who knows. I just know I like it. And I'm like, keep on keeping on. Oh, thanks, clinician. That's nice. So, are you a clinician? What do you what do you do? $1,000 bills is $1 million. $1,000 bills, is that a real thing? See how much I know? $100 bills make me excited at this point in my life. I don't even, is there such thing as a $500 bill? No. Wayne was talking about this the other day. He said that $500 bills have been taken out of circulation, but it's still legal to have them. But if they find them at a bank, they keep them. You're a pharmacist? Oh, cool. Do you know Dr. John Marrow on here? Excuse me. He's a broadcaster on this platform and a pharmacist in Long Island, I believe. Looking for the right balance for you. Right, yeah. So I feel like the 90-10 is a bit extreme, but if you want to be a millionaire, if that's really your goal and you're trying to do it ASAP, I would say that you would want to... Oh, thanks. Thanks, JJ. That you would probably, you want to hustle hardcore as much as possible. I'm just not quite... I'm a very ambitious, driven person. I have a really strong work ethic, but I also... I don't know, maybe I'm just a millennial, but I enjoy relaxing also. So I like the balance. I like the balance in each day. There's certain days I work a lot more than others, and there's certain days I slack off a lot more than others. But for the most part, it's pretty balanced. Thanks for the super hearts, Asha. This book was actually written in 2018. This is a brand new book, hot off the press. Love it. Should we get back to it? Since we only have like 10 minutes left. This again. This was happening to me. So in that, in one of these previous chapters, they talked about how when you become successful, people start talking about how awesome you are, and they tell you how great you are. And if you believe them, it said in here, then you will fall. And I've been noticing that with myself as like, okay, I'm hitting my financial goals, and I'm constantly getting all these people like, oh my God, you're so amazing, Ma. And it's nice. I mean, I love it. Words of affirmation is one of my top languages of appreciation in the workplace and love language. So it gives me huge fulfillment. Both I actually feel loved, and I feel really, really, really appreciated when people say nice things. So I appreciate that, and please keep it coming. But I still have to stay on myself, stay working hard, realize that if I don't come up with new ideas and if I don't do new things like I've always been doing and hustle like I've been doing since before I was hitting my targets, then there's a chance that it will dip because I can't run this business on compliments. So I have to be constantly driving more and more value to my sponsors and to my viewers in order to keep this channel funded and to keep being able to do what I want to do and what I love to do. Exactly. You can get too comfortable. My husband says it something like, the antidote for success is success. You know, the cure for failure is failure. Like hitting rock bottom. You hit a certain point and you just say, F this. Enough is enough. I am not dealing with this anymore, and you get out of that abusive relationship, or you go into AA or NA, or check yourself into rehab, or what, and it's like that what you had to do to become more successful was to just fail completely. And I don't recommend that, but in some way it does have that truth where once you hit a certain level, you just think, oh, I said the other day, musicians, they write a hit, they have a hit, and they just assume that all their songs from now on are going to be huge hits, and they're going to be famous, and they totally made it, and they don't manage their money well, and they become, they don't spend their time hustling hours and hours in the studio writing new material and working and grinding it out, and that's what it takes to really reach that long-term sustainable wealth. That's what you have to do. Yes, exactly, Anthony. Yeah, resilience and positivity is huge for these things too. It's really hard to have the energy for any of this unless you have massive positivity in your every single day life. Aw, that's nice, Vine. He says he takes care of his elderly parents. Do you think electricians can become millionaires? Yeah, Damon, I think that any self-employed person could become a millionaire. I say if you're working for someone else's electrician business, that the chances of you becoming a millionaire are slim to none. But if you're running a business where you manage a group of electricians, then I would say you could absolutely become a millionaire. I think leverage is vital to be getting into the $1 million level. What is my definition of hustle? I don't know that I have a clear definition of that. I use it to mean a similar thing to grind, work hard, put in the hours, get off your butt. You know, like when you want to just stand, when you're self-employed, no one is going to fire you. I mean, the customers kind of fire you, but you can't really, like, no one's going to yell at you if you don't go to work. I mean, maybe your wife, your husband, but do you know what I mean? Like, the accountability is really internal. It's on you. You really have to get yourself out there to do it. So sometimes you don't. And sometimes you go really hard. And when you go really hard, that's what I would call like a hustle. Like you go to the office and you just kind of think, like for me, I go upstairs to my studio, but to me it's like going to the office. And I think it's going to be another normal day. I'll work a few hours, I'll go get some lunch, I'll come back up, I'll work a few hours, I'll do my content, normal day. And then sometimes I'll just work for like 6 hours straight. I'll forget to eat. And then I'm like, oh, okay, hang on. Let me go eat some food. And then the entire rest of the day, I'm just another 6 hours. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't do any content yet. And I do my 3 hours of content and my content nails it. I get all these super hards. I get all these sponsorships. It's like creating more work for myself. I get all these direct messages. It's like, oh my gosh. That is like when I've really hustled. It's like you just go really hard, not like a normal work day. Normal hustle. Mediocre hustle. Okay, sorry, I missed a lot of comments because I was trying to be clear about what do I really mean, because I don't know if I even really know what I meant exactly. 100 an hour, but it's sporadic. Due diligence. Indeed. That makes sense. I'm from Atlanta, and they used it to take advantage, like hustling a game. Oh yeah, I mean, I've heard that way before too. But I think hustle has been taken, like the book by Chris Gillibo called Side Hustle, just basically means like earning income on the side of your main business. So it's just basically like work. Yes, good question. Yes, that's actually an Einstein quote. He said that if he had an hour to debate someone or something, that he would spend 55 minutes defining the terms and then 5 minutes presenting his argument. Something along those lines. So that's a sign of intelligence, Ruby. I like it. All right, this is probably our last chapter of the broadcast. We might be able to sneak out too. This is chapter 83, which is called Live in Objective Reality. Objective reality is the way things are, regardless of perceptions, opinions, or beliefs. The masses live in an emotional fantasy world filled with magical thinking, supernatural dreams, and a mystical vision of how the world works. This is not because they're stupid, it's because they are scared. They're mostly scared of dying, partly of living, and always of suffering. The bottom line is that fear is fear, whatever its root cause, and it's no way to live. The great achievers force themselves to grow up emotionally and come to grips with life as it really is, instead of what they wish it were. Living in and operating your life in a state of objective reality helps you understand why people do what they do, live like they live, and buy what they buy. When it comes to building your fortune, this is extremely helpful. Am I leaning to the side? I don't know why. For example, if you're selling a product or service to the masses, the more emotional the appeal, the more they buy. Since the average person operates from fear, the easiest sale is the product or service that helps them overcome anxiety. If they're afraid of being poor, sell them on being rich. If they're afraid of getting old, sell them on feeling young. If they're afraid of dying, sell them on eternal life. Fear is the strongest motivator of the masses, and your job is to avoid falling into this trap. Instead, discipline yourself to employ the opposite mindset, which is abundance. The objective reality of life is one of abundance, but you must have the courage to ignore your fears on the path to discovering it. Can you change the fear-based minds of the masses? Probably not, with a few exceptions. The rest will spend their entire lives living in fear, no matter how prosperous they become. Your job is to make sure you're not one of them, because if you live in fear, no amount of money or success will suffice. It's a miserable, self-induced existence. You begin living in abundance by taking full responsibility for your results in life. Never blame anyone else for your failures. When you look in the mirror, you'll see the person, for better or worse, who put you where you are. The next step, hi Sean, is to avoid delusion and embrace the realities of life. And the final step is to reach the realization that in a free market, capitalistic society, you can be, have, and do almost anything you desire. The abundance is real, and it's yours for the taking. Okay. Bye, Asha. Thanks for being in. 8 to 10 hours would go by. Wow, Anthony, that's really, yeah. I like to eat and sleep, and I mean, I used to work 8-hour days, but I had a lunch break at like 4 hours in. So to me, I think like when I go 6 hours without taking a little break, that's usually like when I'm in hustle, when I'm in flow. I don't have a great life and my romance is trashed, but I must do this until one of the others step in. You don't have to do anything, Vine, okay? So don't blame the others for what you're choosing to do and what you're choosing to spend your time on. When I filmed wedding videos and had to edit for my clients, I'd get lost in the work and hours went by. Oh my God, video editing is like, no. This is why I love live videos so much. Yes. Okay, yeah, we only have about 2 minutes to go, so we're not going to read another chapter. I'm going to set the book back into my purse, where I will probably read it to get myself to sleep tonight. And, well, we got phantom hands here. We got some phantom hands. Why am I leaning? What's all the leaning about? Hi, Mystic. Oh, thanks. It's great to see you. I'm going to be ending this broadcast in just a minute, but I'm glad you got to comment. You don't do that anymore. Okay. Yeah, I think guys are, I don't know, something about guys. Guys can, like, really go hard in the paint, if you know what I mean. Ruby's like, can you define hard in the paint? I don't know what that means, Ruby. I don't know what that means. It just means going really hard. Pedal to the metal. You dig? You dig? You dig? This is my gang signs. Oh, I hit the microphone. All right. Why am I talking out the side of my mouth? 1 minute countdown. Any last words, my friends? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed these at least 10 chapters of Secrets Self-Made Millionaires Teach Their Kids. Thank you, Anthony, for the sponsorship. Thank you, everyone on this list, for sponsoring this channel over the last 30 days. This is a 100% viewer-funded channel, and you can help support this content and keep this channel going by clicking femyoga.com, clicking support, and sending any amount that you find value from the content, from $5 to $5,000. We appreciate anything you can do to keep us on the air. Thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ed, for this book. And thank you, Steve Siebold, for writing this book. You're awesome, and I hope to have you on my show one day. I hope that you will come on my split screen. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. It's going to be day 12 of our 30-day yoga challenge. Hey there, B-boy. I hope you have a good day too, Sean. Good night, everyone. I hope you all sleep tight. It is 2:12 a.m. here in upstate New York. So I guess we should probably get to sleep sometime soon. And you know what I'm going to do is eat some food after this broadcast. Hi, Rocky. Bye, Rocky. Peace out. Can we do the peace sign? Oh, God. Well, let's run the outro first, and then we'll see what we can get. This has been A Moment in Time with Taylor Moon. Thanks for watching. See you guys back tomorrow for 3 more hours of positive content to help you reach your health, wealth, and relationship goals. Hi, Katie. Bye, Katie. It's going to take me a minute to get my peace sign up, so Katie can say at least one good troll comment. Hey, let me crack my back. Always at the end. Okay, all right. We got the peace sign? That's all right, Katie. You got time. You got time. It takes me at least 10 years. Okay, now here. Over here. Where do you want me? Oh? I love you too. Where's the peace sign at, guys? Up here? Over here? Should we do the other hand? Let's try the other hand. Where's that other finger? Oh, Happy 2028. Hey! This has been a moment in time with Taylor Moon. Bye!